Hello, how you doing, Mr. Tyler?
Hey, Randy.
Hi, Mr. Tyler.
All right, sorry guys. Just having a discussion with Mr. Tillery. Okay, so let's go through our norms, and I'm gonna do attendance. All right, so Randy, can you read what's on the screen there? All the norms.
The five basic norms. No one has the right to burden in person. Education and the classroom are sacred. We will never behave in a way that will discredit ourselves, our school, or our family. In Excel Academy, is our one student who acts with integrity. We take pride in Excel Academy and Southwest. The five academic norms: respect the opinions of others, respect the culture of the classroom. We are a technical participant. We have high expectations of ourselves for peers and teachers. We are here to focus on preparing ourselves for post-secondary endeavors.
Very good, Randy. All right. So quick note, Randy, can you read this one as well?
Please keep video on. Chicago Public Schools policy for the entire duration of class. You must be attentive and participating or you will be removed from class due to lack of activity. If you are marked absent 24 days or more, you will automatically fail the course and will be required to retake the material in order to graduate.
All right, thank you, Randy. All right, so let's keep going. Please keep that in mind, everybody, especially in the oncoming year. I think we're going to be in the building all summer for summer school, and then we won't have too much worry about this. There'll still be some parts that are remote. So GGI Townhouse, that happens every day. It happened today as well. It's an opportunity to get extra points. Got a question?
Yeah, Mr. Tyler. For the you said that if you're absent for 27 days or more, you fail the course.
You probably failed the course. Yeah.
Do they tell you anything? Like, do you get a call or something?
They have been calling students. I do know that when they are severely close to being totally dropped from the course.
But that's if like they never join, right? And then they're not participating.
Well, it's not only that. Okay, so there's two ways that you could fail. One is you don't do any work and you just come to class. That's going to get you a failure. The other way is you don't come to class, you do the work, and then say 24 days have happened or more, you fail the class. You understand?
Yeah.
Okay. So I hope that helps. Yeah, 11:15 a.m. to 11:45 a.m. is when townhouse occurs. So try to participate in that because there's extra points you can get by just participating in the GI topics. All right. If you need the link, you can ask any of the staff members, including myself, or you can just look at SB. I post it daily. These Raspberry Pi 400 kits, they are very, very much necessary to pass these courses. These kits not only are used in my classes, but they're used as a alternate computer system in case you don't have one. As you know, we're coming more closer to the digital age, and just being on your cell phone is not enough to pass some of these courses. So schedule, if you have not already, the time to come to the school and get your kit so that you can be successful. If your kit is damaged, you can bring all the parts of your kit that's damaged up to the school, especially when I'm in the building on Thursdays and Fridays, and we can discuss what's wrong with it, try to troubleshoot it, or I'll just end up giving you a new kit so you can get caught up with your work. All right, so do that at your next earliest convenience. Carson, can you read the screen here, sir?
Every Wednesday and Thursday, learn to code from the convenience of your home and get extra credits for some of your classes. The pandemic's effect on the coding job market while learning to code. The surprising job benefits of coding. Interested? Join by clicking the link FOPM as code.
Okay. So let's go on to our next slide. Randy, can you read this one?
Yes. Daily tasks, students will be able to complete the evaluation in EDSB. Although all inspiring STEM students will come to class. Inside of EDSB, you can access all pre-recorded videos of each class. These videos are normally ready to review by 4 p.m. daily.
Okay. One more over here in computer science. Tyshawn, can you read this one?
MIT Scratch and Microsoft Mako project for college data. Most projects are possible to complete on your cell phone, however, function will be limited. And actual personal computers required to take full advantage of the course. Computer science is a graduation requirement for the state of Illinois via the Board of Education. For questions or concerns, email me at michael.tech5@accesseschool.com or reach out to me via SB Messenger.
All right, thanks, sir. Randy, you got the next one? You there, Randy? Mr. Vigaras, are you there? Okay, Carson, go ahead and read that. I think Randy stepped away for a second.
Today's objectives, students will be able to utilize their official Raspberry Pi image guide to be able to successfully demonstrate project number two, synchronized swimming via their Raspberry Pi 400 kit. Classroom term of the day is synchronization, word of the day is antagonize.
Okay. So, we lost Randy. All right, so let's jump into today's assignment. Remember, you have a exit slip portion you got to fill out. If I were you, I'd do that first. So let me show you what that looks like. Grab this, grab this, copy. Come over here to chat. And this is your exit slip template if you don't have it already. Now to finish this, and you turn in basically two things today, right? One is going to be the Python file that you're working on that you get instructions from Google Code Next on. The other is the exit slip, which was just read by Tyshawn. So let's go into it. Remember, for the exit slip, you just need to simply fill out these sections. Classroom term of the day is with its definition. Word of the day is with its definition. And the objective. Don't forget your full name, date. Class name is Computer Science for All, period 3. So I'm going to come over here and go to ESB. So as we scroll down, we notice we have today's assignment posted. It's project number 2, synchronized swimming. So we'll grab this part. So the chat, I gotta do the 2 or 3 sections. Then there's the next part. See how much fits over there. Last part. You're gonna add your points that you got so far for reading. All right, so that's 40 more points. Tyshawn, can you read from hello down to Zen? And we're gonna go through it a little together.
Hello, computer science. We began. We will begin by locating page 76 through 86. To ideally demonstrate all segments of project number 2, synchronized swimming. Review page 76 through 86. The official review by beginner guidebook for all understanding and execution of all steps within this online link. Alternatively, we will discuss the same improvement class. The exit slip template is you will need to discuss by YouTube certain roles, so you will need to start by understanding what each role requires. Use Google to look up and define these roles. Computer/electrical engineer define, collaborator secretary define, demonstrator/speaker define. Define such roles within and at the bottom of the exit. Take care of the
All right, thank you, sir. Just trying to save your attendance. Okay, so let's take a look at this. So we have the exit slip information there again for you. I didn't know I put it in there, but I did. And then you're looking at pages 76 to 86. All right. Now, alternatively, you could also utilize this website, but I'm old school. If you're on your kit, you could just do it right on your kit and get it done. Of course, you're going to be using Scratch 3. Do you have your kit up and running?
Yeah, it's plugged up right here.
Okay, so I'm going to log in as if I'm using Scratch 3. We use my kit or one of these kits in the room. And let's grab this. So as you can see, this is inside the kit. No thanks. And to open up Scratch 3, you're going to go to the Raspberry, Mr. Carson, come down to Programming, and you see Scratch 3. You might want to start that now because it takes about, I want to say 2 to 3 minutes to load all the way up. Let me know when you get to this screen so we can do a little bit of coding together. You're also going to need your book. I prefer you to use the book and not the website. The website skips some steps and you might not get your project done correctly. Did you start scratch 3?
I'm looking for the Raspberry Pi icon. It's not popping up on the top of the screen.
You said you're on the Raspberry Pi and what?
I said the Raspberry Pi icon not popping up at the top of the screen.
Is it at the bottom of the screen?
No, I don't see it. That's what I'm saying.
Okay, so you got a Raspberry button on your keyboard, right?
Yeah.
Press that button. What happens? Does a menu pop up?
No.
Okay. So you probably got to reboot your Raspberry Pi. So I don't know what you did over there, but you should see the Raspberry like my screen at the very top corner. If not, top bottom. You rebooting over there, Carson?
Yeah, I'm trying to get to the scratch.
You was able to get it to reboot, and now you're trying to open up Scratch? All right, while you're doing that, as soon as you get it going, we start coding on, where's that book at? Where's my book go? There you go. So you begin coding actually on page, this is archery, this is not the right one. That's for tomorrow. So the project starts on page 76. You choose your own backdrop, and you have to also choose your own sprite. You cannot use the kitten. Okay. And then all the block coding is between pages 78 to 86. So we'll put the objective and stuff on the screen one more time. In case you don't have that. And I'm gonna give you 10 minutes to start setting up the blocks. Was you able to get it going, or is it still giving you grief?
Yeah, I'm in it.
Okay. So you know where to start at, right?
You said page 76.
Right. So go to page 76, right? And 77 tells you how to basically change the backdrop. Let me show you how that works, just to start you out. So that's not it. So as you can see, the first thing you want to do is remove this default sprite and choose your own sprite. So remove that. And then we're going to go to this. It works the same as our Scratch projects in the past, but this is done on your kit because you don't necessarily need the internet to do it. That's why I wanted you to do on your kit. You can do this without the internet running, no internet issue. It's running off the computer or the Raspberry Pi. So make sure you go here, choose a sprite. I don't know what you want to choose. You choose your own. Just make sure they have costume changes. And you know they have costume changes because they animate. So I'm choose Andy. And then you need a stage. So we can click on choose a backdrop. Let's go to the beach. It's gonna look kind of weird. This dude's on the beach in a wheelchair. All right, so now that we got that established, we look at page. That's all you have to do for page 77, Tyshawn. Now, if you come to page 78, it gives you all of the initial blocks that you need to utilize. Okay, and you got to keep on flipping to add more blocks. But read slowly because they tell you where to put the blocks. So at the top of page 78, the very first block is in events. Just match up the colors. Next, they tell you to grab the win, and then it has a type of button, key press. So I see right here, win, looks like space, but you have to change it to left arrow. Okay. The next one, it says you need to grab a motion block. And motion category is right here, blue. Stage selected, no motion blocks. What? So I got to change the stage again. What is that about? About this. Do I got two backdrops? Well, I got too many backdrops. That's what the problem is. Okay. So all you need to do now is start going through with the rest of the codes. Now, if you have a problem with the motion, what I would do if I were you is reset Scratch, because sometimes it does show like no motion blocks. All right. Stage selected.
So I just keep adding the same block that they got here.
You said what?
So I'll just keep adding the same block that they got on this page.
The same blocks?
Yeah.
Right. But make sure you have the sprite selected, because when you try to go to motion, like, okay, for instance, let me show you the issue that students have before. So you see what's up here, right? This is the stage I have selected. And it says stage selected, no motion blocks. That's because it's still the stage. So I was just showing you where to get the block at. But once you select your backdrop, make sure you click on the sprites you selected, and then it'll let you have all the blocks for motion. So the first one was what? Events. Grab this, put that there. And make sure you change it to the right setting. And yes, you're just putting all the blocks in where they should go. I think this one was left. And left arrow means on the keyboard. Next is they have this motion block of what? It's a turn, and it looks like it's counterclockwise, so it's this one. Snap that into place. And then we look again. The next one is going to be what? It's going to be back to events when some key is pressed. And this time it's going to be right arrow. Go back to motion. Looks like this time is clockwise. So I'm going to grab this one. And I just did some of it with you. Now you're going to have to go through and finish up the rest on your own, okay? Again, the goal is by 8 p.m. you turn in a file. And if you save it on your Raspberry Pi, you can just show me it tomorrow. I can show you how to put it in the Edsby tomorrow. But I want you to finish up as much as you can, and also turn in whatever you have as far as that exit slip before 8 p.m. tonight. So I'm going to give you 10 minutes to work on it and see how far you can get. You got to keep on coding till about page 85. Okay.
All right.
All right, get started. I'm gonna leave the objective information up here in case you want to tackle your exit slip as well. Ooh, that looks bad. I gotta fix that. Hey, Randy, what happened to you?
I'm sorry, like the power went out. I don't know what happened.
Your power went out?
Yeah, like everything in the house, everything just turned off and then it turned back on. It was mostly the Wi-Fi box that was taking long to turn on and everything.
Okay. Well, Randy, do me a favor. Can you see my screen?
Yeah, I could see your screen.
All right, I want you to read two slides. You can get caught up, and then you got your kit on.
Yeah,
Okay. Get to scratch 3 when you can. All right, go ahead and read this for me.
exploring computer science. MIT Scratch, Microsoft make code projects are required daily. Most projects are possible to complete on a cell phone, however, functionality will be limited. An actual personal computer is required to take full advantage of the course. Computer science is a graduation requirement for the state of Illinois via the Board of Education. For personal concerns, email michael.taylor@jschools.com or reach out via SB Messenger.
Awesome. Okay, and then this one right here, which is our exit slip information.
Today's objective, students will be able to utilize the official Raspberry Pi Beginner's Guide to be able to successfully demonstrate Project 2 Synchronized Swimmer via the Raspberry Pi 400K. Classroom term of the day is synchronization, where the day is antagonize.
Very good, Randy. And as I was showing Mr. Carson, that's your exit slip information, everybody. It has to be turned in before 8. There's 2 pieces of data you're turning in to me. One is the project from Scratch 3 on your kit. The other one, of course, is going to be the exit slip that's filled out. So let me recap for Randy real quick. Once you get your Raspberry Pi set up, you're gonna go to Scratch 3, and you do that by going on your kit, going to the Raspberry, programming in Scratch 3. Start it up, and this is about as much as me and Mr. Carson has done. But what we started on is page 78, if I'm not mistaken, or 77. Let me see here. So on page 77, you had to change the backdrop, choose a sprite. Once you did that, you go to page 78, and it shows you all the block coding you got to incorporate with this sprite. And you got to keep on coding, Randy, until you get to page, I want to say 85. Okay? So I got a clock of at least 10 minutes. I want you to do as much as you can. And if you don't do anything else, finish that exit slip.
Mr. Tyler, I have a problem.
What's your problem, Randy?
I don't know if you could help me. Um, they're like the tabs aren't showing up. Like I can't find anything. Like the Chrome, nothing.
If you come to the top, bring your mouse all the way to the top. Anything?
No.
When you hit the raspberry button on the keyboard, what happens? Oh, nothing.
The raspberry just hit by itself. Just press it by itself.
The raspberry button, yeah.
All right, hold it down or just press it.
Just press it once.
All right. No, nothing is happening.
All right, you got to reboot that thing.
How do I reboot it? Do I just unplug it, plug it back in?
You could do that because it seems like nothing's reacting to what you're doing. So unplug it, count 30 seconds, and plug it back up.
All right.
Make sure everything is connected though before you plugged it up.
I disconnected it.
Okay. 1 locomotive, 2 locomotives, something like that. 30 seconds. Then plug it back up.
Maybe it's also because the power went out, so it turned it off again.
Yeah, maybe it didn't shut off correctly. But you gotta let it. You count 30 seconds so the charge can go away, and then that allows it to fully reset itself. And then once you plug it up, it should, if nothing got fried with the power outage, turn on without issue. How you doing, sir? Pleasure to meet you. Did you plug it back up yet, Randy?
Yeah, I plug it in right now.
Okay.
Oh no, Mr. Tyler. This is not good.
Well, it's not starting up.
Nothing. Well, no, it did start, but like, it's still nothing is there. It's not popping up. Like, I don't understand.
So no blue screen, no nothing, huh?
No, and I'm pressing on the raspberry button. It's not working.
All right. So the raspberry button is not working at all.
No, the raspberry button is not working. I'm pressing on it right now.
Okay. Are you able to bring that kit up to the school tomorrow so I can work on it?
Oh yeah, I could try to. What time?
You guys just call the school and let them know what time you can make it. Okay.
All right, sounds good.
All right, bring everything up there tomorrow. Try to do the work, Randy, using your online Scratch account because that seems like that's not working for you for some reason.
Yeah.
It might be the power outage. I don't know what happened though.
All I need is like just the tabs to show. That's it. Like that's all I need.
Okay. The only thing I can say is you got that little SD card.
Oh,
There was a spare, right?
I'm. Yeah, I have another one, but it's a small one with a little bit of space.
Right. So what I want you to do is power it down. Try to put that other SD card in and power it back up and see if you get something. All right.
All right.
All right. But we're at the end of class. So Randy, can you read the screen one last time? And we're ready for next period.
Yeah, today's objective students will be able to utilize the official Raspberry Pi beginner's guide to be able to successfully demonstrate Project 2 Synchronized Swimmer via their Raspberry Pi 400 kit. Class will determine the day of synchronization where the day is antagonized.
Awesome. Okay, so look, Randy, you can still knock out. I know you got a laptop or something over there, right?
Yeah, I'm on the laptop.
Okay, so try to take care of your exit slip. You got the link for it?
Yes.
All right, so try to turn that in, and then you can still try to do this project online using your MIT Scratch account. But tomorrow, I should see you up there, up at the school with me so I can like try to repair that kit. Got me? Bring all the parts. Okay, guys, so Carson, did you make any progress? You got the exit slip information?
Yeah, I'm about to turn it in.
Okay, you guys are free to get ready for your next period. It starts at 1:30. I'm about to shut this room down. See y'all tomorrow.
Thank you, Mr. Tyler.
All right, see you tomorrow, man.
You have a good day.
You too.